going to plant bulbs. There's several different sizes and types of bulbs that you can plant. The best time to plant them is the fall. So anytime after the days start getting shorter and the nights are getting cooler, it's a good time to plant. They like to be planted at least 6 weeks before your final frost, so that they get plenty of time to cool so that they'll have good bloom. Okay, before you plant, you're going to want to prep your bed. And bulbs do not like boggy soil, so you'll want well-drained soil with a lot of organic matter. You can try mixing the soil with peat moss, or you can use a compost like a cotton burr or mushroom compost and mix it in. Our bed here is already ready to go. Different bulbs and different sizes are planted at different depths. This is a muscari bulb, also known as the great hyacinth, and they like to be planted about 4 inches deep. So you want to plant your bulbs like with the pointy side up. So you'll have a little rooty side and a pointy side. We also have here are some King Alfred daffodils. These will be planted deeper, about 6 inches deep. This is what they call a puppy, and you can just break that off and still plant this, but this is where you're going to get your main flower. There are other bulbs such as alliums and things like that that may be quite a bit larger, that will be planted deeper. You can check your tags for any kind of planting special instructions such as height and spacing. Some of the supplies that you'll need for planting bulbs, we have a Dutch bulb food, which is what we'll use today. It's a granular food that you mix in with your soil, and that's for fertilizer. You could also use bone meal, which bone meal has a high phosphate number, the high middle number that's going to help with your blooming. 2 other tools that we have here. This is a bulb planter, which is not what we're going to use today, but it's very nice because you just basically pull it in and it leaves a nice hole for you. The nice thing is that these do have your inches and centimeters marked off, so you know how deep you're planting. I like to use a spade that has the inches marked off for me. Okay, so what we're going to start with today is I have muscari and 2 kinds of daffodils. You want to check your blooming times to see if they're going to bloom at similar times of the year. So these 2 will hit pretty close. In front, I'm going to start with the muscari. And I'm going to plant them approximately 4 inches apart. Now you can dig individual holes, especially if you're using something like this with the larger bulbs. Or what I've done here is I've dug a trench, and I will just sporadically place them in there. And make sure mine is 4 inches deep, that you're planting at the same height. Now, this is when the bulb food comes into play. The bulb food you'll actually mix into the soil that you're going to put back over top of the bulbs. So I'll just take a small amount and then mix it in. Now I'm ready for my muscari. And remember, pointy side up. And I don't tamp it down too tightly, but cover them up and give them a nice little pat. Okay, and now I'm ready to move on to my daffodils. So with these, since they're the larger, larger bulb, it may be easier to use something like this. you've planted your bulbs, there are several things that you can do from here. It is sometimes nice for people to plant pansies on top of it, so in the spring you have a nice bed of pansies and bulbs come up through them. What you could also do, and what we will do, is go ahead and mulch over the top of this for winter and wait until spring. I'm Sarah from Westwood Gardens. Good luck in the garden.